If you struggle with anxiety, you've probably tried to fix it by mentally pushing through, trying to just sleep more, or tell yourself to focus harder. The reason why that's not working is because brain fog is not just a mindset issue, it's linked to your nervous system and your inflammation. So today I'm going to be sharing 5 brain supportive foods to help improve your mental clarity. Now let's be clear, this is not medical advice, and it's also not intended to cure or completely eliminate brain fog, anxiety, or anything else along those lines, but we're really looking at how we can make conscious choices over the foods we consume and how they can impact our day-to-day function and how we feel. Because the truth is, the foods you eat influence many things: your inflammation, your blood sugar stability, your cortisol regulation, your neurotransmitter function, and more. So let's go ahead and get into the list. Food number 1 is your fatty fish because they contain omega-3s. Some examples are salmon, sardines, and trout. Omega-3 fatty acids are so important because they play a really significant role in cell membrane health, neurotransmitter functioning, and inflammation reduction. Many people actually don't realize the impact that chronic inflammation has. It's going to contribute to the low mood, mental fog, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and other symptoms. Omega-3 intake is actually one of the most nutrition evidence-based ways to support your brain health. You can aim to have 1 or 2 of those fatty fishes per week, or if you're like me and despise fish at all costs, you may want to look at supplementing your omega-3 consumption. Food number 2 is eggs because of the choline and B vitamins. Eggs are actually one of the best dietary sources of choline, which supports your memory, focus, and brain signaling. As a bonus, they also have a lot of B vitamins, which helps with your energy metabolism and your nervous system functioning. Eggs can tend to be an easy way to add in more protein with your diet, which also is linked to blood sugar stabilization throughout the day. My always recommendation is to have eggs in the morning so that you're getting that increase in protein to prevent that midday crash, which is like a combination of brain fog and anxiety and exhaustion all in one. Food number 3 are pumpkin seeds, which are very underrated because they have magnesium, iron, and zinc. Magnesium plays a role in nervous system regulation and muscle relaxation, while zinc supports your brain health and immunity. In fact, when people are chronically stressed and their body is working overtime, your need for magnesium increases, and so most people don't end up getting enough through nutrition alone. The sneaky thing here is that low magnesium doesn't often show up as like a dramatic deficiency. It can look like a few different things: tension, poor sleep, irritability, like a buzzing of the nervous system, and others. Try adding pumpkin seeds to your yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, or salad. And if you hate them, you won't really notice them in your smoothies. Give it a try. Food number 4 are berries. We're talking blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, because our berries are rich in antioxidants, which reduces oxidative stress. This is really helping with the brain fog and cognitive fatigue. For me, berries are like a high payoff with a low effort because I love to eat berries and they're very easy for me to incorporate into my day-to-day. Again, if you're not a big fan, try to get frozen berries and sneak them into your smoothies. Food number 5 is complex carbs. We're talking sweet potatoes, oats, quinoa, all of those. This is one that surprises people, but many highly anxious people are actually skipping meals or not eating enough carbs. This leads to blood sugar instability, and a lot of those symptoms mimic or show up as anxiety. If your blood sugar dips because we're not getting the proper nutrition and spacing out our meals and having that regulated blood sugar, then what's going to happen is that our adrenaline and cortisol may spike in order to compensate. This can show up as shakiness, irritability, racing thoughts, and other symptoms of anxiety like the racing heart, or for me, it was a shaking leg. Those are things that are more commonly going to occur if your blood sugar is not regulated. The biggest way to support yourself here is to make sure you're eating enough and at frequent intervals throughout the day. I want to be clear that the goal here is not to obsess over food. We're just looking at small shifts we can make in our diet to help improve our overall quality of life. Ideally, we are learning to reduce nervous system strain by stabilizing blood sugar, making sure we are sufficient in micronutrients, reducing inflammation, and having the proper brain signaling. I'd be so curious if you could let me know in the comments which one you are going to try to incorporate more of, or which of these do you already do, and do you find it helpful? If you're still struggling with that brain fog, last week I created a guided exercise, so you're gonna do it with me, of that midday crash, how to get out of brain fog. What is a quick 5-minute reset we can do to support ourselves, whether you're at home, at the office, or in the bathroom before needing to go back to your kids. So please feel free to check out that video if you find it helpful. I post new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, so I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe for more nervous system education.